Grand Rising, right? Let's get tapped in, tuned in, and turned on, as Abraham Hicks would say. Okay, so I've already pulled the cards, and the first card we have is Judgment. And be accountable for your actions. Yeah, we all have to do that, right? We all have to be accountable for our actions. What old patterns or habits are you ready to leave behind and transform, right? I mean, only you can leave them behind. Nobody else can. People are in your life coming and going. Nobody can leave your old patterns and habits behind but you, right? So, whoever you are, judgment is coming for you and it wants you to leave your old patterns and behaviors behind, okay? Because you're going to have a rebirth and an awakening. Isn't that exciting? I know I was thrilled when I had my first awakening, and I think I've had like probably 10 from then. So, we can have as many awakenings as we want, okay? It's going to be a renewal for yourself, okay? Good for you. I'm really proud of you for doing that. And look at this other card that the angels have for you, the Ace of Cups. How beautiful is that? Water sign, love is the beginning of all wisdom. New beginnings, love, emotional clarity, spiritual awakening. Wow, isn't that amazing that both cards said awakening? So your awakening is coming up for you. Maybe it's your first, maybe it's your 10th, maybe it's your 20th. I don't know. Only you know that, right? But ride the wave because it is sweet, let me tell you. Okay, so once you let go of those old beliefs, when you go through an awakening, that's so true too. If you're healing from trauma and abuse or just healing from a breakup, right? Healing from a divorce, you're going to go through an awakening because what worked or what didn't work back then, you're going to find new ways of doing things, right? So you're going to kind of like shut off your old skin, to say, right? That saying, you're going to shut off your old skin and you're going to um, be a new you, right? So let that new you come to the forefront, right, of yourself, right? Maybe you're learning how to love yourself unconditionally. Isn't that beautiful? It really is. I have mowing going on outside. I hope you can't hear it, but I will try to speak up louder, okay? So please let this awakening come to you, male or female, okay? Men go through awakenings also. uh, you know, that's life, right? That's the evolution of life. We never stay in the same place because if we did, we'd be like a rock, right? I mean, seriously, we wouldn't grow within ourselves or learn new things, right? So then the intuition. Isn't that beautiful? Intuition. Whew. Listen to your intuition. Excuse me. Your inner knowing is a direct link to manifestation. Listen to your deepest guidance. Follow your intuition today without overthinking. Let your instincts guide you. Yes, let your instincts guide you. Excuse me. I need a drink of water. Let your instincts guide you, right? And let divine source energy, your intuition, talk to you. Isn't that correct? Yeah, that's where you get your intuition from. Like this little feeling in your gut, right? Listen to it, and it will not lead you astray. Let it help guide you in your life, okay? Patience. Patience is a virtue, isn't it? It certainly is. The universe moves in divine timing. Rushing will not speed up what is meant for you, right? Everything in the universe is in divine timing. So, whoever you are, please have patience and trust the process, right? Because honestly, um, when you, oh, okay, when you listen to your intuition and you have patience, right? And you have this Ace of Cups that we spoke about earlier, new beginnings and love and emotional clarity, right? So your intuition is going to tell you, okay, time to have new beginnings in your life, right? Time to have emotional clarity in your life. Time to have your spiritual awakening. And your intuition is going to tell you that. Your intuition is also going to tell you that you need to be patient, right? Don't try to rush the process. Let it come naturally, right? Like when two people come together, it has to come naturally, right? If you try to rush the process, it's just not going to work out, right? As with anything in life, really. So, affirm everything is unfolding perfectly. Trust in the process instead of forcing outcomes. You just have to trust it, right? Trust it. Trust the outcome. So, the next card we have is Archangel Gabriel, Divine Emergence. It's time to be seen. Don't be afraid of your power and gifts, right? You know, a lot of us, I mean, like all of us, I want to say, have our own power and gifts. So it's time to be seen. You know, it's time to show people your gifts and your power because maybe it'll remind them, oh, is that what that was? Is that my intuition that was talking to me? Yeah, it was. You know what I mean? And listen to it and let it guide you. Okay? So the next card is decision. The key to your decision. The first step to achieving your dreams is committing to making them a reality. Yes. Yes, you have to, commit to your dreams, right? If you want them a reality, what do you have to do to get that? Isn't that true? What do you have to get? Only you know. Do you need to get a job, full time, part time? Do you need to stop complaining, right? Because that kind of holds us back, right? That's a decision of complaining, a decision of not complaining, right? A decision of, going through my awakening or a decision not to. I want to say when you choose not to go through an awakening that God, source energy, is asking you to do it, right? When you say no to the universe that you don't want to go through an awakening, you are going to be stuck and stagnant your whole life. Okay? Some people want to choose to live that way, and that's their prerogative. Okay? But um, it's just such a wild ride if you choose to go through your awakening. And those who have been through an awakening know what I mean, right? So the next card we have is I Have Faith in Life. Such a beautiful card. I surrender to life and live fully in the present, trusting that God is always near. My faith surrounds me with light no matter what happens. I release my worries, knowing that life will always provide what is best for my soul. Yes, your angels, and everyone has angels, every single one of us, your angels and God will provide for you what is best for your soul. Wowza, excuse me. Always, in all ways, right? Always, in all ways. And the last card for this awesome reading is an affirmation. I am committed to learning to truly love and accept myself one day at a time, right? One present day at a time. Be in the present, be in the now, right? I'm learning to love myself today. Isn't that wonderful? So, whoever you are, I know that you are learning to um, truly love and truly accept yourself today, right? Because that's all we have. We don't have yesterday anymore, and we don't have tomorrow. We have today, Like Eckhart Tolle says, live in the now, live in the present moment. And you know why he says that? It's because it takes away all the stress and all of the anxiety of tomorrow or of your future, right? And the future is really only a minute away, anyways, honestly. But live in the now. So you are learning to love yourself and accept yourself one day at a time, right? Which is today, right now. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. I thought it was really beautiful. And I want to thank my angels for picking the cards for me today, as they always do, anyways. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. Oh my gosh, and the weekend is coming up. It's a holiday weekend. So happy Memorial Weekend before we get there yet, right? Anyways, I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate all of you who have subscribed and liked and left a comment. I love reading what you say. And until next time, I want to say namaste.